following is a presentation of RS Wolves TV.
Hey, welcome back to Reed Spring High School. We are off the football field and into the gymnasium tonight. I'm Matt Locke. This is Ashton Plumley. We've got Rogersville, Nevada, and Hollister in the house for some wrestling. Right after this commercial break, we'll have some live wrestling in the gym for you.
So we offer topsoil, screen topsoil if people are wanting to refresh their gardens. We also offer a variety of different colors of landscape rock to update the outside of your business, your home. 2.5-inch evergreen, masonry sand, cobbles, 3/4-inch granite, red and black granite, 2.5-inch river rock. I can deliver it. You can bring a trailer. It's whatever's easiest for you. Some people like to bring their 5-gallon buckets and load up 5-gallon buckets just because they got like a small area to do. You can also buy it by a full scoop or a half scoop. It's honestly whatever's easiest for the customer.
Tonight's stream is being brought to you by Bones and Stones Landscape and Supply. Check them out down at Reed Spring, down at the corner of Highway 76 West and Main Street. They've got all your landscape supply. They've even got some rock salt coming in for the winter months. So I'm Matt Locke. I've got Ashton Plumley with me here. Shortly, Landon Hafer will be in to take my place, but until he gets done with Quiz Bowl, I'm going to sub in. Ashton, you're a new voice in the RS Wolves TV world. Tell me why you're here.
I am here because I have a lot of experience in wrestling. Have done it for probably 8 or 9 years, somewhere around that range, maybe a little more, a little less, but somewhere right in there. And last year was my last year of wrestling as of right now. Might be able to get back into it sometime soon. But it's definitely a sport that I'm very, very familiar with, have a lot of respect for. It's very physically demanding. A lot more mentally challenging, I would say, than most other sports, and I think a lot of people fail to realize that. Hopefully it's something that, it's not too much of a challenge for us tonight, and the Wolves can do pretty good.
I was a wrestler in high school, and I can appreciate what you're saying. It's an extremely physical sport, and it's one that doesn't get a lot of headlines, doesn't get a lot of attention, but the amount of work and effort and time and commitment that goes into it. Wrestling isn't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. You can't just come in and wrestle and then leave and not do anything for wrestling year round. You've got to kind of live it. And anybody who's ever wrestled knows that winter season, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. But it's funny, you said it's physical and you kind of get beat up, with the whole, physical aspect. And you don't do it anymore. But you came into class this morning and you were just crying the blues, crying and aching, and I'm so sore. And you're not wrestling anymore, so where's that all coming from?
Just going out and riding bikes with friends, man, and just beating my body up.
So is that your substitute for wrestling? Have you gotten into racing a little bit, maybe?
I would like to get back into wrestling or racing. Dad won't let me right now, though. Says it's too dangerous. I've had way too many injuries. So.
I remember you being on the DL a few times. I remember those stories. So you got to be careful. It doesn't sound like you are, though.
No?
I mean, not by the stories that you were telling me this morning, anyway.
No, I actually ate it pretty good last night, too, so that was not fun.
So, but, you got to go do stuff. You got to live. Got to have a little fun.
Right.
Well, I'm going to step out. I've got Landon Hafer coming in behind me. Landon's an expert on commentating, but he has got Ashton here to help him with his wrestling knowledge, and I'm excited to see how the Wolves start off their season in wrestling. So, here you go, Landon.
Welcome in, Landon.
Thank you, Ashton. Thank you, Mr. Locke. It's Nevada, right?
Yes. Yeah, we have Nevada, Rogersville, Reed Spring, and there is one other school here.
Jeez.
Hollister. That's right.
Caught me. Dang. It's going to be a lot of matches.
Oh, yeah, there should be plenty tonight. I'm not super sure of what Reed Spring's wrestling team looks like right now either. I just know that obviously we still have Coach Loeb as our head coach. He's always been a super good coach, still is.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping to see something good for it being our first meet, something exciting.
I've talked to a couple of the people. We have a lot of girls, more than we usually do, but not having Lucas, Josh, and then Evan Crane is going to be a big thing because they're still in football. which that's awesome for them. They're still trying to win a state championship, but we probably won't have them for probably till the new year because they have to get their practices in. But should be a good test to see what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Looking forward to see some upcoming freshmen and seeing if there's anybody exciting down there. I know there is definitely a few. I'm not sure is like Tyler McCracken.
Yeah.
We also have Brody, Becca Brady. Is he still wrestling this year?
I think he is. I hope.
Hopefully. I've always heard that he's a pretty good wrestler. I even wrestled with him a little bit in middle school. Definitely was a pretty good wrestler. And I'm sure we have more upcoming freshmen. You know, we still have great sophomores. We still have Shane especially.
Oh, jeez. Shane is
Yeah.
such a good athlete.
Oh yeah, he's super athletic. Totally different from most of the athletes we have in our school though.
He's small, fast, agile,
Oh yeah.
and I've seen him wrestle a little bit, and I've never wrestled, but he'll shoot you anywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely, man. So, for the most part, I'm just really hoping to see something good out of tonight.
definitely, it's gonna be an interesting night.
Looks like we might be able to. Looks like we have a match starting. Is this girls?
I think so, yeah. I think that's Lindsay Keithley. She's a sophomore, moved in from Harrison, Arkansas this year, and definitely has a ton of potential.
For real, that's awesome. I don't know her. I haven't met her yet, I suppose, but hopefully something awesome.
Yeah,
No.
we had Jenna Adams wrestling, but then I have her in 4th hour, and she, from what I heard, tore her rotator cuff,
Oh.
and then her shoulder would pop in and out of socket. So definitely not going to be wrestling for most of the season, if not all.
Oh
of it.
yes, rotator cuff should be out for the whole entire season because last year that's actually similar to what knocked me out at the end of the year. So 2 weeks away from districts, I tore my labrum, finished out the season like that, and even went to districts like that. Almost made it to state, got knocked out in the bubble round, and it's just unfortunate, but it happens.
Yeah, there's Lindsay.
It looks like we have Lindsay moving in for a shot. Not got a super good grab on that though. Looks like she's working to get some sort of reversal out of here, just to stand up. See if she gets that escape, it'll be 1.4. Oh!
Ooh. That was really nice.
That was still a good escape. That's 1 point for her. I like this. There's a lot of aggressiveness here. A lot of hand movement. Lindsay getting taken back again. Hopefully we can look for another reversal out of this, or maybe refrain her from getting over to the back. Looks like she's looking for another stand-up.
Dang. Lindsay's is fighting for this in her first match.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. End of the first period's almost up. Got 5 more seconds here. As long as you just wait it out, not give up any more points, that'd be awesome. There we go.
Oh, you flip a coin?
Yeah, so coin toss right here. That kind of lets, so it looks like it went over to Lindsay right there. It's her choice. She gets to choose top, bottom, or neutral.
Okay.
A lot of teams will actually choose bottom or neutral because that sets you up in a pretty good place to get more points. In this particular match, I suppose not. She went ahead and chose top. That's pretty rare to see from a team.
Dang.
Sets you up with more potential for a pin, absolutely, but being on bottom neutral definitely sets you up for points in the long run if it's a iffy match, especially with somebody who knows how to move a lot on bottom. Ooh. There we go. It's currently 5-1.
Dang.
Second period. It's definitely easy to turn up those points if she could get a takedown right here.
Lindsay's got to do something here.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Suck that leg in. She still have a hold of that leg. I know what to see from here.
She's gonna hold.
No, nope, not anymore.
No.
So that is 2 points for her. Still not a lot of movement right here. Kind of the same position we've seen all match so far. Lindsay just kind of struggling to fight away on bottom after she was got hit with a takedown. So
Now, Ashton, talk me through, in this situation, whether you're controlling the pace or you're on your stomach trying not to get scored on, what is happening in your head? Like, what are you thinking?
it's definitely very mentally challenging. You're definitely sitting there thinking, I've got to find a way to, get an escape, a reversal, anything, without being stupid about it, without giving without giving up a pin or turnover points. It's definitely a very, very challenging position, especially with a good wrestler or somebody about your level.
Dang.
Definitely a very challenging position. Unfortunately, it's where a lot of matches end up, though, and a lot of people get called for stalling right there. Stalling is basically when you're just kind of sitting there not doing anything. And as long as you're trying to work for something, refs usually will not call you for stalling. So right here we have another start in neutral. Another shot from Lindsay. This one looks like it may be the same turn-up as the last. Unfortunately, it is. She has really been working for that cradle. She's not working for it right now. But almost every time Lindsay gets to her stomach, that other girl's sitting there working for that cradle. There it is. She's working for it again. Lindsay has done a pretty good job defending it so far, but this one's not looking too good. She's trying to crawl out of bounds right here, stop her from getting put over onto her back. That way they can reset in the middle, right in referee's position with Lindsay on bottom again. Well, we have 38 seconds remaining in the third period, and it is 9-2. Not looking great for Lindsay right now. You know, the really nice thing about wrestling is you can never really say never either.
Wow.
So I mean, anything could happen right here. Lindsay could get very lucky and just hit any sort of move, maybe an escape and then a takedown, maybe just a simple reversal. Get very lucky. So obviously that's something that we're working for, hoping for right here. Should work for that stand up yet again. We definitely scored some more points there in that very last period. That's a very good fight from Lindsay and very persistent in that effort there. You were definitely right. Definitely does have potential to be a great wrestler. Unfortunately, it just ended up not quite enough in favor that time.
Yeah, you could see that there at the end, just the sheer exhaustion from it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very, very, very exhausting sport. You know, from 9-2 to 9-6 from the second period to the third period is very impressive, though, especially for somebody that was definitely struggling throughout that whole match.
For sure.
So that obviously shows a lot of endurance and persistence. That's awesome to see from somebody.
There, I think we have the captains here. It's Blakely Cagle, Coach Cagle's daughter. And I've heard that she's a pretty good athlete. I'm not sure who else is standing there.
I believe that is Kirsten. I cannot see.
That does sound about right, Ashton. Nice
I
job.
believe that is Kirsten.
Dang. I guess just going over the rules.
Oh yeah, and then we have a coin toss as well.
And another athlete that I don't think we mentioned is Trace Haddock, a sophomore as well. And he, last year, I think almost made it to state. I think he wrestles around 150, 160, and definitely could stir up something.
Yeah, I believe he wrestled 152 last year. He's definitely good at wrestling. I think he's done it for a good while now as well. I think, man, I'm not sure, at least since 7th grade. So this would be his 4th year if that's true, and pretty sure if not longer. I'm pretty sure he has wrestled longer than that.
A ton of time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of time wrestling. See right there, that's basically a bye. We don't have a female wrestler for that weight class, so we're just signing them up, getting them out there, and then basically they're just getting a free win.
Interesting.
It's hard on points sometimes. You take a toll right there. So that can definitely be difficult. And that's also a really big advantage for teams that have a lot of females
Yeah.
because a lot of teams don't have near as many, and so they're going to get a lot more free wins, and it's just a lot more points towards that team. Definitely a big advantage.
Yeah, when I was coming out of school, Nevada's bus was coming in, and it was almost all girls, and I'm like, are the basketball team playing tonight? Because I didn't know if they were.
Girls basketball is playing. I know our Reed Spring girls are, but they're not at home.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's an
So-
awful lot of girls. And then you look there, that's what it's for.
Right.
They have such a big team, and Nevada's a big school, so they have a ton of athletics. Their football is very good.
Nevada definitely has some very good wrestlers as well.
But I feel like you get, these groups of kids that have worked so hard to build it up, and then you get these kids that come in and continue to just keep it that way. And you have a coach like Coach Lowe, or somebody of that caliber that knows what they're doing. Has been doing it for so long. But it looks like we're gonna have a match here. I think that is Jenna. I don't know if she.
Is that?
I think so.
So maybe got off lucky, not on a torn rotator cuff then, because if she was on a torn rotator cuff, she'd
She ain't
definitely be
gonna
out
do
for the
anything,
season.
yeah.
That is, shoulders are not fun to tear, man. I've been
Yeah,
through
no.
way too many shoulder injuries.
Shoulders, hips, and knees. That's probably the 3 worst things to injure.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Because when I ran cross country for 2 years, my knees were the first thing to go, and you never get them back. That's because high school athletes, I feel in general, we just push ourselves so much, and then we don't realize the repercussions that we're putting on our body.
Absolutely, man. You know, that's a big thing that I really like about people like Coach McFarland. He's really preaching form, trying to protect our bodies, save us for the future. Because obviously, I'm sure when he was younger, he probably did the same thing as us.
Yeah.
And now he's probably got a little bit of, bad knees, maybe some hips, maybe a bad shoulder or two, and definitely regrets it. So I'm sure it's a big part why he's so hard on form. So it does look like we have Jenna wrestling here. I believe this is her first year, unless she did it when she was younger.
I don't think she. I mean, I know she didn't do it last year,
Ooh, already a takedown here. Looks like we have Jenna working for an escape or reversal. She can swing that right arm over right here. Now yep, that's her reversal right there. That's 2 points to Reed Spring.
but dang.
This is going to be some back points right here, possibly working for a pin.
She's there. She's
It's right there. We rolled out of it. That's still some back points, though. Looks like Jenna got 1 back point out of that.
Dang.
What is this we're working here for? Got Jenna still on top. Definitely working for a...
We're going back down.
Going back down, that's what we're working for. Looks like we're working for a half right there. I think we got called on a clasping call by Jenna. We have 6 points for Jenna and 3 for our opposing team. What team is this? What?
Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah,
there
we're
we
racing
go.
Nevada currently.
Ooh, that might be another clasping call. That's definitely a tough habit to break, especially as she is a first-year wrestler. Clasping, it's just kind of, you can't wrap your hands like this.
Oh, okay.
And clasp them together around your opponent's body while you're wrestling them and they're on the ground. Now, if you guys are standing, totally different story. That's totally legal.
Dang.
But on ground wrestling, that is not a legal move.
It's kind of interesting how technical it gets where the plane of wrestling is.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of rules you have to work around. It's just a lot of memorization, you know. And after a little bit of time, it gets a lot less confusing. You get a lot more used to it.
Yeah.
So. There are 5 seconds left in the.
I think that's a third clasping call, and I think
I'm not sure. That may have been full Nelson. I can't see what he's doing with his hands over there.
Yep.
Nope, that was clasping.
And there's 2 points to Nevada. So it's all tied up because of this. Ooh, Nevada's got the lead now in this.
Yeah, that's gonna.
That's
If
gonna
Jenna
take
doesn't
a
get
toll on
that
Jenna.
fixed, that's gonna be a problem.
right.
There's the end.
I'm sure with this possibly being her, or this being her first actual match all year, it's probably a little bit nerve-wracking. So, I mean,
Yeah, definitely. It's
definitely a habit that can be broke very easily, though.
that's good.
I definitely see a lot of potential out of Jenna, especially right now. Very aggressive with her feet, all the way down to the ground as well, so very aggressive with hands. Got a lot of hand movement right here, straight to a collar tie. Looks like we have Jenna working for some sort of shot. Ooh, trying to snap the neck right here.
She looks like she's trying to be passive, but go for the legs.
Right. And the best thing you can do in this situation is definitely, yep, there we go.
She got the
Ooh,
shot.
she's got to,
She's gonna have
you
to.
got to commit to that.
She's gonna have to get out of here.
Nevada, ooh. I have no idea what that was, but it's totally kind of working.
Just roll over.
Yeah, and then we have an escape point, so that puts us at 9-7 with a little over 1 minute in the second period. Definitely plenty of time to make something happen here for Jenna. What do we have happen here?
I think they both thought a whistle was blown and they'd stop, but then
That happens a lot of times, especially if there's something going on in the other mat, or ref blows a whistle or something like that. It definitely does get
that's
confusing at times.
understandable. Yeah.
It's had to happen multiple times. Seen it happen way too many times.
And we're gonna take down call for Jenna here.
Yep, that's 2 points. And then what appears to be a full Nelson right there on Jenna. That's where you sneak a, you know what a full Nelson is? No?
I do not.
Okay, it's where you kind of sneaking one arm up behind your opponent's arm and then over the head and then doing the same thing with your other hand at the same time.
Oh, I hear
So-
you. Okay. Yeah.
So if you put it in and you get a half Nelson, that's completely legal. Probably one of the most common turnovers you're going to find. Full Nelson was illegal very, very long time ago, but definitely a lot of injuries that were happening because of it. So it is now an illegal move. So.
Now I'm realizing what my older brothers did to me.
Oh Lord.
Looks like
Oh.
yep, that's the end of the match.
I think she had too many penalties there. So.
That's definitely not good to see, but
It's okay for her first match. She did a lot of good things. A lot of good things on the ground and.
yeah.
A lot of good things for the feet, a lot of good hand movement, very aggressive. Definitely a lot of good things you see out of a new wrestler. So, definitely see potential there. Who's this we have up next? Is that Kirsten?
Maybe right.
I believe it is. Yep, that is Kirsten. And Kirsten, I know for sure wrestled last year. I don't know how long she has been wrestling, but definitely a very, very good wrestler. I think one of our best girls by far. So it's awesome to see that. Straight to a collar tie right off the bat. Looks like we've got both teams working for something here.
And I also noticed something that Spencer showed. I think tore his ACL, I want to say, and then plays football, or did play football, but wasn't able to play this year. You may know his twin Sebastian has done a lot on the football field.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so definitely not great for him to see him out for wrestling as well. But he's definitely missed, but it'll definitely be happy to see him next year, hopefully.
Absolutely. It's sad to see from somebody who really puts in the work for it. It's sad to see something like that happen to him, especially the Show brothers. I think everybody that knows them knows they're very hard workers. Know that they are in and out of the gym all the time. You know, constantly working towards something.
Very much so.
Just like Kirsten here, looking like she's working towards getting a pin. This is looking good for the first period, already 2 points. It looks like we're trying for a stack. Now it looks like we're working for a chicken wing. Ooh.
These names sound so funny. A stack, a chicken wing, a Nelson.
You know, a lot of different people actually have a lot of different names for, you know, the same move. So,
Wow.
like, sometimes conversating with other schools wrestling, everybody will get a little bit confused. So, I mean, you know, some people, man, there's another name for a stack as well. And I remember talking to somebody at Districts last year, and we were just talking about, like, previous matches and stuff like that. And I called it a stack. He was like, "What's a stack?" I was like, "You said you've been wrestling for 8 years, man." He goes, "Explain to me what a stack is." So I explained it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, we call that something totally different, man."
Wow.
So there's definitely a lot of that in wrestling as well. So
Dang.
it's just how, you know, in football there might be multiple teams that have the same play in their playbook but call it something totally different.
Yeah.
So. See, here we have Kirsten. She's on bottom.
Up by 2 though, so
Up by 2, yep.
can definitely control the pace.
Ooh. It's not looking good. Just a,
Ooh.
ooh. That was very impressive by Kirsten. Wow, and
And then-
that's reversal. That's going to be 2 points right there for Kirsten as well.
Yep, there you go. There's the 2 points for reversal.
That's very impressive that she got out of that.
And then now she's looking
Um,
like she's gonna.
Ooh, crossface right there. Very, very good crossface. Definitely, it's in great position for a pin right here. Looks like she's trying to work for that chicken wing again. Ooh. She's definitely working that chicken wing over. She's throwing her hips into it. She's got it sucked up. That's locked in tight. There's no way she gets out of that. Really?
Wow.
Oh, that's also shocking. But an escape. Right here, Kirsten's trying to suck up that leg and throw her off balance. Now, is the ref going to call that? That's going to set them both back up here at neutral out of bounds. Got a little bit of funky headgear going on right here.
I guess we're wrestling with it.
Hey man, that's how it goes. Hoping to see Kirsten work for another shot or another takedown of any sort really right here. But that brings us into the third period with 2 minutes remaining in this wrestling match. With Kirsten up 7-1, definitely looking very in favor towards her.
And we got Coach Lowe fixing the headgear. Nice coach.
Right? Coach Lowe's definitely an awesome coach, man. Definitely a very, very awesome coach. Probably, man, I'd say he's probably my favorite wrestling coach I've ever had.
Yeah.
Super good dude, too.
I talked to him because he's the ISD teacher in the middle school, so I kind of tried to stay away from him. But
Right.
in talking to him, he's a quiet but funny dude.
Oh, yeah, very.
If you can get him talking, very nice dude.
And, you know, he's got a very naturally deep, very deep voice. And so sometimes when you're out there wrestling, you've got that headgear, kind of muffles your hearing, especially, you know, and you're not really trying to focus on what Coach Lowe is yelling at you here, but
No.
he'll be yelling of one move and you won't even hear it.
Jeez.
And then, you know, sometimes you might pick up on it, but it just sounds like some really deep mumbles.
Dang.
But, so that can definitely be confusing, especially if you're trying to focus on that while you're wrestling. But,
Yeah.
I mean, just a super great coach. Has definitely done a lot for our Reed Spring wrestling team here.
We're still got the finicky headgear.
I'm imagining one of those loose, or one of those straps loosened up. That happens sometimes and it's kind of a pain, so.
But that's got to be nice for the Nevada wrestler to kind of
You get a breath, yeah, absolutely,
Mhm.
man.
collect your thoughts, figure out, all right, what is she good at, what is she not good at, what do I need to do, type thing.
Absolutely. That it's definitely always nice to catch a breath like that, especially in the middle of a very intense match. You know, we have not seen a pin today, not so far in the past 2 matches, and not this one yet. Ooh, I might need to knock on wood here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Kirsten can roll out of it just like she did before.
Her shoulder's up, but
Her shoulder is still up.
it's gonna.
Ooh.
If she moves her hips right, it's gonna drop.
We're still squirming out of that right there. It looks like she's gonna move out of it. Wow, very impressive fight from Kirsten right here.
Dang.
That's definitely very hard position to be in right there. Ooh, work for an arm bar right here.
And that's all legal, right?
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
not like an MMA terms arm bar, but wrestling terms arm bar. You just kind of suck it up under the stomach and hope for leverage right there.
Dang.
Kirsten almost had a remover right there. 7-6. Looks like Nevada's gaining on points quickly. Kirsten's going to get points for escape and then hopefully takedown right here as well. She needs to suck that leg up. As long as she's sitting there prying and pulling on that leg as hard as she can, she might be able to wait it out for 20 seconds or get another takedown right here. And some back points on top of that. Wow, very impressed with Kirsten right here. Very impressed.
Yeah, dang.
2 and 1.
Yeah, Kirsten was fighting to the tooth and nail there, and an amazing match there.
Yeah, that was definitely a very exciting match. So. Very good fight from Nevada there as well. Came up on points there in the third period. We've seen that happen twice already today.
think that may be a bit of their coaching style. If you're down, get to the third period, and if the other person's gassed, you still have something left.
It's actually, I would say it's just a lot more how much endurance is preached in wrestling. You're gonna have a lot of running stairs and just endless, what feels like endless endurance. And any basketball player that's tried wrestling for a year will sit there and tell you, I did not know that the conditioning in wrestling was that hard. And that's no hate to basketball players. Basketball is very, very exhausting sport, but just in a totally different way than wrestling is.
Yeah. Like football, it's exhausting because you're going
Oh,
for
yeah.
so long, but you have in between plays to kind of sit there, breathe as hard as you can, and then do it again. This, you're going for 2 minutes, and 2 minutes, and then 2 minutes, and you don't have
Right.
time to relax.
Right.
And I would say it's one of the hardest sports offered in high school. I would have to say boxing is the hardest sport. Like
I would say
action
it's definitely up
sport-wise.
there. I would say it's definitely up there. Most physically demanding sports, I think if you look it up, is I think boxing's somewhere up there, along with like bull riding, motocross,
Oh, yeah.
wrestling,
Mhm.
MMA, and just sports like that people don't really consider as much as your basic sport like football. But
Ooh, that was almost bad.
that was almost very rough. Looks like we're working for a. She can definitely turn up an easy takedown from this as long as she keeps that leg away and works her way around.
Yeah, I'm seeing where all the parts of the body having muscles
Oh,
everywhere
yeah.
Can definitely become an asset, because when you're on your stomach and you're about to get pinned, it's nice to have the neck muscles
Oh,
to
yeah.
pin yourself up, and then now you want your leg muscles to push and then your arm muscles to pull. And
Oh yeah, it's definitely just. There's so many things that go on at once. I mean, so many different things. You're using so many different muscles and muscle groups, and sometimes you'll wake up the next day with muscle groups that you didn't even know you had. So
scary. And I do believe this is Araya Brandsma wrestling right now. She's doing a pretty
No.
good job here.
I don't know if she's wrestled before this year, but like last year when I wrestled, she was not wrestling.
Dang.
Very impressed with what I've seen out of her already, though. Definitely a fight. Right there, we got hit with a reversal, unfortunately. See, right here, she's working for that half Nelson that I was talking about earlier. This is actually what we call a power half. She's got her, or she did have her hand on top of her other hand, pushing down on that
Dang.
as she's driving over.
In the background, you guys may have been able to see it. Evan Wilson was walking in probably after football practice. He's definitely going to be a huge asset and could win or make a deep run in state in wrestling as well. He's still tied up with football. Very good athlete in both. And he may also do track. Do not quote me on that, but he may be a thrower. And if he's not, he should be. There we got something.
Did you say Evan Wilson?
Oh my gosh.
You're talking about Evan Crane?
Yes.
I totally missed that, man.
Yeah, Evan Wilson was a senior last year. Amazing football athlete and
And wrestling.
athlete as well.
Yeah.
But no, Evan Crane, I'm sorry about that, guys. And Mr. Rye Brandsma did lose, I think, 4-0 there, but good match there. And now we have Blakely.
Kegel here wrestling. Now I'm not sure if this is her first year wrestling. She did move here, so.
Oh, very aggressive right off the start. I'm already liking this match. This might be an exciting one to watch. Straight to a collar tie. You're going to see that in most matches. They're going to go straight to a collar tie. Right here, this is a position that there's a lot of things to work out of from. Obviously shot's going to be one of your most common. You can duck under. You can just snap the neck. And there's just all sorts of takedowns you can get. You can do an over-under throw, hook it up. This is where a lot of your takedowns are going to come from right there. And it looks like we got lucky, hit a good crossface there. That one did not look like it felt
Well, he
good
was
either.
very aggressive, looking for.
Yeah, that's pin right there. Oh. Looks like we might have a Nevada wrestler hurt here. Definitely something you never want to see
Yeah,
in the
no.
sport.
Yeah, looks like Nevada's athletic trainer coming out, or coach as well, and then Crystal, our athletic trainer.
I've talked about this time and time again during football. She's such a good athletic trainer.
She's been great. She's walked me through multiple injuries, and unfortunately I've had enough.
Yeah.
And she's super good. Looks like we've got a lot of pain from this.
Hopefully just a
Nevada
cramp, but it
wrestler,
looks
too.
more towards the ankle, so
Yeah.
That's never good to see.
Not at all. Definitely looks like we have a lot of pain going on here. This is a horrible situation to be in. You know. And I really don't know what happened there either.
No, it.
And that happened really fast, and I'm just totally at a loss for what it could have been. Oh my. I can't even really see over there, but it
It's.
definitely does look ankle.
She's
there,
it's
yeah.
lower and higher ankle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Ooh, and that's good. That's definitely good to see the player walking. Definitely not putting a lot of weight,
Yeah.
but awesome to see them getting up.
And, you know, all you can really do is just hope for the best for that wrestler, and it's definitely a hard position to be in. Never want to see that done to a teammate, an opposing team, or be the person that has that happen to.
No.
And I've been that person as well, and it's just not fun. I've seen multiple teammates be that person, but all that's really there is just to be able to hope for the best.
Yeah.
Now who is this?
Oh, I think that's Isabella Yards.
Really?
Yeah, she's a freshman.
So we really do have a lot more female wrestlers this year.
A lot.
Wow. Last year I believe we only had 2. That was Lexi. She just graduated. Was a very good wrestler. And then we had Kirsten as well. But other than that, I don't believe we had any females.
Dang.
Actually, I know we did, and that's really crazy. It looks like we've got plenty more this year. That's definitely exciting to see. Oh, you know who else we have wrestling?
Who?
Hannah Witt. She's away at a basketball game right now. She's doing both basketball and wrestling. So definitely a busy schedule there. But she's also one of the new female wrestlers. Looks like we're gonna get hit with a reversal. As of right now, it is 2-2 in the first quarter. Or not first quarter, first period. I watch too much football.
It's like something did happen in the yards. I'm sorry we did not see it exactly. But
It was definitely not anything positive. They went from 12 to 18 points as a team.
whoa.
So that's 6 points right there. That would be a pin. That's so.
Dang.
Unfortunately, we did get, and they've got our score doubled right now. So we'll just hope for the best and hope that something positive does come out of this.
Yeah. That maybe Lindsay wrestling again?
Looks like we have a JV jersey on here, so quite possibly.
Yeah. But I would like to touch on for just a minute. Ooh, as this match is heating up very fast.
That's definitely that situation. Very quick pin there. 13 seconds on that pin, so that's another 6 points to Nevada, unfortunately. Wow, this is been rough so far.
Yeah.
Anyways, Landon, continue.
So congratulations to the football team. We did win against Sullivan and are advancing to the state finals to play Cardinal Ritter College Prep from St. Louis. And the community will have a send-off, and it's planned for this Friday, December 2nd at 1 p.m. outside the high school. And anyone who would like to be a part of the celebration is asked to line the sidewalk in front of the high school shortly before 1 p.m. And then if you'd like to get tickets, you have to get them at mishsaa.org. And for admission, it's gates 1, 2E, and 4E on the north end and east side of the stadium. And it will be open for entry, and the gate will open an hour before kickoff. So, and the Wolves seated will be on the west side of the stadium. And general section is 119 to 120, and then the student section is 121. If you want any additional information, you can check out misha.org or the Reed Spring homepage for that.
No, that is definitely very, very exciting for our football team. This is the first time this has ever happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is very big for Reed Spring, and hopefully that just kind of shows how athletic and hopefully we are progressing as a whole entire school in general. I'd like to see that in almost all of our sports. That would be very, very exciting. So. Looks like we have Shane Pearson here talking to Coach Lowe and the ref. And then is that a Hollister?
I do believe that's a Hollister. That is a blue uniform, so.
Yes, I would believe so. So
Hollister gonna be.
hopefully we're getting ready to watch Shane wrestle. Shane is very, very exciting to watch on the mat.
Such a good athlete.
Super quick for sure.
Yeah. Our talent's loaded, all the way up the weight class. Shane at one of the lowest weight classes is an insane athlete. Trace is good, and then we've got a lot of heavier athletes: Josh Lowe, Lucas Wattenberg,
Evan Crane, and Evan's very brutal. He works a lot of moves. You'll see a lot of little guys work, and then you don't see the big guys do it as much. But Evan indoctrinates that into his wrestling very, very fluently, and it's impressive.
Yeah, he almost looks like a Greco-Roman wrestler that would you'd see them throwing people around the mat and using his weight to sling people. But the weird thing is that I've noticed, especially with football, but even with wrestling, is all of these guys sweet to talk to, love to talk to them. But when you get them in headgear and a singlet, no. All bets are off.
Yeah,
You're not getting the same.
It's just because of the headgear right there, muffles right here.
It kind of.
It's definitely because they're just getting into the zone, man.
Yeah, it's definitely insane, but yeah, they get in that kind of that headspace
Yeah.
of the wrestling headspace that it's scary.
And it looks like Shane unfortunately had a bye. I was really looking forward to seeing him wrestle. That is unfortunate. Shane is very, very fun to watch. So, who does it look like we have coming up next? We have Mason right here, another bye. Looks like we maybe have Trace walking around in the back. I'm not sure. He looks like he's all suited up and ready to wrestle. Can't really quite make out who that is though.
But we will have additionally to all of the other matches that this Wolves team will go to, I just checked, we will have another wrestling stream the 2nd of February. It's a Thursday. So if you're not able to make it out to that wrestling match, we will be streaming it live here on RS Wolves TV. And something that I'm very excited to say, but it's now winter sports. We will not be doing football anymore. We are very gracious and lucky enough to, and now we're up 18-0 against Nevada because these buys.
And it looks like is this Brody right here?
I hope that is Brody.
Yes,
Yep,
yes,
that
it
is.
That's very exciting. This is actually Evan Wilson's younger brother. And Evan Wilson, as we mentioned, was a great athlete, very good at wrestling, and Brody is the same way, very good. And hopefully just to watch him progress and get better as he goes through high school would be very exciting.
Very good multi-sport athlete.
Absolutely.
Oh.
This is already looking rough. This definitely looks like we have a pretty experienced wrestler on the other.
I believe Hollister.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brody's kind of got his hands full here.
This is definitely a hard position to work out of right here, especially right off the bat. That definitely kind of deteriorates at your confidence when it happens that early. It's definitely something that he can work back from, though. That was a very, very aggressive cradle that was thrown right there. Cradle's a very tough turnover to get out of, but it looks like Brody's working pretty good at it as of right now. Still got that sucked up. Looks like he had to let go of it. We have 50 seconds left in the first period here.
It is 7-0. Brody has not scored a point just yet. So
Yeah, hopefully just a takedown, or not necessarily a takedown, but a escape or a reversal would be great here. Looks like we're taking it out of bounds. That would put Brody back on bottom in the referee's position right here. No points right there. Hopefully within this last 18 seconds here, Brody can make something happen points-wise. Looks like he tried for a cowboy stand-up, didn't quite get it. Definitely very good control from Hollister right here.
And I would like to talk about just briefly two more things. For district stuff, we have the district food drive that's going to last till December 9th. That is a district-wide thing. So if you'd like to bring in anything, any non-perishable food item, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. That will go to many, many families in need. And then we also have our Miracle on Wolf Lane, the 7th annual Miracle on Wolf Lane. That's December 10th. There'll be hot chocolate stations, sugar cookie decorating, ornament stations, games, and more. So that will be from 1 to 3, December 10th. That's a Saturday. The event is free and available to anyone who would like to attend. So just wanted to make sure that anybody who would like to go definitely
try and make some plans to go.
Well, rolling back over to wrestling, we looks like we have Brody starting on top here. And Hollister with an early reversal, unfortunately, right off the bat in the second period. Trying to sneak a leg in, that's definitely never something fun to deal with while you're on bottom.
Ooh, and he's looking for a pin, but
Ooh,
ooh.
this is not a fun position to be in.
No, Brody's not in the place you want to be in. Dang.
No, not at all. Definitely fighting to keep himself out of it, though. Hopefully we can, just an escape would be amazing right here. Anything to avoid a pin, really. You know, a pin's going to be more points for the opposing team. So,
Yeah, this Hollister athlete's racked up.
there's an escape right here from Brody.
Dang.
That's going to be our first point, unfortunately. Still leaving Hollister 10 points ahead of us.
Yeah, this Hollister athlete's racked up 11, and then Brody just won. So it's
Definitely got his work cut out for him,
Ooh.
but we've seen that he can score a lot fast. But
Looks like we're, he's got that locked in tight. It's going to be a hard one to work out of. He's not going to get it done, unfortunately. That is going to be 6 points for Hollister. But
yeah,
we still have points from our buys, so that still leaves us up, hopefully.
by a generous amount, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the rest of the Hollister team, but that athlete was very, very,
Experienced.
yeah, very experienced.
Who do we have here? Is this Sam Carpenter?
I don't believe Sam is wrestling. I think that's Hunter.
Hunter Howe.
Yeah.
That does look like Hunter now. Looks like we have Hunter working for honestly, anything. Looks like we have another experienced wrestler on Hollister here.
now this is a serious question because in football, long hair that is outside of the jersey is counted as uniform. Are you allowed to grab somebody's hair? Like, is that part of the uniform, or?
Because I know you can't grab the headgear, but
If you grab a ton of hair, is that like you're gonna lose points, or?
Nah, I'm sure if it was excessive, then it would definitely be, but I'm sure like a slight, pull or something.
Okay.
That's obviously not intentional, but
Oh,
if
yeah,
it gets
definitely
caught
not.
on something. But definitely anything intentional, I'm sure would
Definitely
be
not.
called because, you see my hair. I had this same thing last year during wrestling season, and I definitely had my hair pulled a lot, and it's just not fun, man.
No.
But I wasn't going to get rid of the hair. We have a gator roll here from Hollister. Wow, that was a very impressive gator roll. Very good sportsmanship, though. That was very impressive. That leaves us only up by 6 points now. Hollister is able to come back. Hopefully Reed Spring can work something out here by miracle, just anything really. And I do recognize this ref from last year. He's a very nice dude, very good ref. I believe he's been doing it for a long time.
That's nice.
And yeah, he's definitely a super good dude. I've seen him a lot at a lot of our matches.
that's amazing. Because when you're, especially basketball, because basketball is a lot more personal because you're, right there next to him. But
Right.
in football, I've noticed like when you have a bad ref, it kind of just, it doesn't make it as fun because,
It leaves nobody happy, man.
yeah, because if you're going to let a little bit slide, I understand that. But if there's a ref that's calling everything exactly, it's going to make it a lot nicer because you're going to be able to play
Right.
and realize, okay, they're being impartial. And looks like we're going to have a bye there.
And that's another fair amount of points to Reed Spring here.
Yeah, sitting 24-12 currently.
And you know what really sucks about this is, unfortunately, I've not had a single point come from an actual match here.
Yeah.
We've only had points right here come from our buys, which
Yeah.
is
We had
not
the
really the
one.
best thing to hear, but
We had the one match with the pin, but that's the only match that we've seen, and then Respring has not scored anything but buys.
right.
It's. I understand, it goes as a win in the scorecard, but
Right, it definitely doesn't quite seem like it.
no.
And I know as a team you do kind of feel cheated out of it when that's when you're the opposing team. So that definitely does suck. But I mean, it's the way it is.
Yeah.
So and last year we were missing a lot of females. So those teams with a lot of females definitely we felt cheated out of. So we totally understand what Hollister would be feeling right now. It looks like we have Trace right here coming up, hopefully to get a good round in here. Ankle pick right off the bat from Hollister.
But granted that was a takedown, so 2 points for Hollister.
Absolutely.
But you see that Trace is very calm under pressure. He didn't seem like he buckled when he had his leg immediately. So that
Hopefully we can work an escape or a removal here,
Whoa.
or a big throw. And I would say with a throw like that last year, just a lot less controlled. That was completely legal.
Wow.
And but last year I was hit with a throw like that with a lot less control, and that is the throw that I tore my labrum and pretty much put me out of the rest of the year and ended up having surgery for.
Dang.
But that was still in legal terms, so definitely good to see that from a wrestler.
Yeah, it's so scary how it can be legal and then just a little bit it can't be, and that can be so
Right.
much worse.
Absolutely. If you go down and stay in complete control with everything, it remains a legal throw.
Okay.
So that's definitely something you like to see, especially from an experienced wrestler. That's definitely
for
what
sure.
we see over here in Hollister too. Hopefully we can see another escape from Trace right here, or possibly a reversal.
I don't like to harp on Trace at all, but he's definitely getting his butt beat here.
Ooh! A
Oh,
reversal.
Okay.
Hopefully getting some back points right here. This kid is very strong.
yeah.
Very strong and technical, and on top of that has some speed. This is definitely a hard match for Tracy's. Definitely see a difference in builds here as well.
Yeah, Trace a lot more lanky, not as much muscle on him, and this guy you see just like his quad
Yeah,
side there.
very, very big quads. Definitely a muscular build. And that's definitely not really one of the biggest aspects in wrestling, especially for some littler guys like me. When I went up against the taller and lankier kids, that can be really almost annoying because they move so much differently than people similar
Yeah.
to your size, and it's different to run moves on them. It's totally different.
Dang.
But definitely seeing a lot of strength out of this Hollister wrestler. Looks like we're a little bit timid on making a shot or going for a takedown or anything like that. Looks like Trace is a little worn down.
Oh, dang.
And yet another
That's the third time
very
he's been
impressive
thrown, yeah.
takedown from Hollister. Wow. Definitely a very physical wrestler here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to set up another throw. Oh, not quite. Hopefully we can see Trace make something happen right here just like he did last time. Hopefully we can suck it up and get that thrown in this time, though.
But you see Hollister's athlete Trace tosses him off, goes right back on there.
Yeah, and that's definitely a little bit on Trace there. He definitely had that split second to move.
Mhm.
That's okay. That happens sometimes, and unfortunately, that's another 6 points towards Hollister. And this is really, really pretty rough. We haven't won fairly a single one against Hollister this
Yeah,
whole entire
no.
meet so far.
Yeah, so that'll be 30 to 18 total points
Yeah.
for this Reed Spring Hollister match, and you know, granted we are winning, but Hollister's definitely beating us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way I look at it as well. And you know for a fact that Hollister has to feel a little bit cheated out of it.
Mm-hmm. I can hear that. And looks like we're gonna maybe have another bye here. I'm not sure.
There looks like Hollister athlete, but
No, I think we're gonna have a match here between who is that? I cannot see.
Oh my, I'm not sure at all.
I'm actually not sure of who this is. I believe it's a upcoming freshman with a bye around here. I apologize. This is gonna be a bye.
No, maybe.
We already got the 6 points for it.
okay,
so,
there we go.
And finally, Hollister can catch a break and get a few bye points in here.
Yeah.
So hopefully hopefully we see some good matches come out, especially from Reed Spring here. I would love to see some.
And there's
really,
another
really good
bye.
fights. Yep,
And look at this.
it's gonna put it almost up to even. Possibly up to even if this is another bye.
That definitely isn't good to see for Reed Spring. You work so hard for, you lose a couple matches, but because of your buys, it brings it right back, and it's like it's
Yeah,
kind of
in terms of
yeah. There we
Hollister
go.
here though, that almost evens it out a little bit.
Yeah,
Not quite. We're still
but we're
still
even
have
now.
losses, but we're
Yeah.
even in points here, so that this puts us back to basically 0-0.
Mhm.
So whatever happens from here happens.
But I think that definitely helps with if you have a different weight class team, and
Yeah, absolutely.
but you have better athletes, you're gonna win every time.
Looks like we have Shane coming out for unfortunately another bye. Oh no, that's
That's
isn't Shane,
Brady
that's-
Cologne. I think is that right?
No, I believe that's Damien.
Oh, you're Damian Peters.
That's right.
Real small guy, but
That's why I thought it was Shane.
Yeah.
Shane's a pretty relatively small guy as well, but definitely an athlete. And I don't know about Damien wrestling. I don't believe I've ever watched him wrestle. Maybe first, second year or something like that for Damien here.
I'm not sure what we're doing here with the coach. I
And
think
it looks like we're getting
that's
ready.
it.
We're getting ready to start varsity here. That was our JV round right there. So hopefully we see some better work from varsity here than we saw from junior varsity.
Not sure if we're gonna continue with the Hollister or we're gonna maybe do.
And we're going to move up to varsity against Hollister, I believe, or possibly another JV round with a separate team. I'm not sure yet, but
Yeah, because both the coaches were shaking hands, so I'm not sure about that.
possibly.
I don't tell.
Looks like we have Coach Flo and our referee conversating a lot right here.
I believe Nevada and Logan Rogersville will be wrestling.
That's what it looks like we've got going on here.
I don't know if Reed Springs taking a bye right now.
That does happen.
Okay.
It's either that or possibly on the other mat. I'm not sure yet. Hoping we can see an exciting match right here to start off with between Logan Rogersville and Nevada. How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada. Yeah.
Man, I've always said Nevada.
Sorry. Now you're getting me screwed up. Nevada, the state. Nevada, the city. Town.
Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like proper or is that like just your rules?
I don't know. I've heard it Nevada. That's the first time I heard it Nevada. The
Right.
first time I've heard of it, so I guess that's what I just went with. But
Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've always wondered. I think it's just kind of a by twist in however you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell kind of who's who here. We have both black singlets. But, looks like we have an early first period pin right off the bat by, and these two black singlets are messing me up by, I believe, Logan Rogersville. Yep.
And while we're waiting for another Reed Spring match, we will be heading to commercial. Just a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after these commercial messages.
Purchase your tracks today.
For over 10 years, Lakeside Computer and Signs has provided the Lake community with PC repairs, upgrades, security, and virus protection. Our goal is to make your computer experience as trouble-free as possible. From helping you upgrade your hard drives to software troubleshooting, we have specialists to solve your technology needs. Come see us on Highway 13, just north of Harder House in Kimberling City.
Located in downtown Reed Spring, Midtown Cafe is a slice of a simpler life from years past. A generous breakfast and lunch menu fresh off the grill with that old school cafe experience. Treat yourself to a break from life and meet some new friends along the way at Midtown Cafe.
In today's busy world, it's nice to experience the comforts of old school customer service wrapped in the convenience of the modern world. Tanco's Lumber and Home Center is your one-stop destination for all your home building and renovating needs. From top-of-the-line Milwaukee power tools to all your lumber and supplies, Tanco has it all. A generous assortment of light fixtures, painting supplies, Marvin windows and doors, even automotive and sporting goods. Tanco has what you were looking for. Come visit us in Branson West on Highway 13, just across from Hardee's, and see why we should be your first stop in home supplies.
One smile, one bite, one wow at a time. For more than 10 years, the family at Tequila's Mexican Restaurant has been feeding the wolves. Delicious fajitas, the Special de la Casa, fresh guacamole, or the one-of-a-kind cheese dip. With a name like Tequila's Mexican Restaurant, it has to be good.
Look at Rogersville, Nevada.
Am I still okay to make noise?
And welcome back to RS Wolves TV here at the first wrestling meet of the year. We still got, I'm not sure if it's the same match or not, but still have a new fade.
It looks like it because it is a 0-0, both home and visitors here.
Yeah,
so it is still the same match here.
Okay. Looks like a.
I believe that's Logan Rogersville that we see on top right here. I may be wrong about that. The two black singlets here still really got me kind of confused, especially when I can't see the logo on the front.
Yeah, no.
Right?
But an odd predicament the bottom one has. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a great position. Definitely a great position for top right there.
Yeah,
See,
the Nevada singlet you had out.
Yep. So, looks like Nevada is away. They are visitors then, with them being red. So that puts Logan Rogersville being green here, where we would usually see Reed Spring.
A bit more information on the state matchup that we will be attending, and looks like another just win for Nevada. But it will be $10. The cost is $10 for a ticket, and you cannot buy them in person at all. No in-person buying or nothing. And another, sorry, I go back and forth with my words, but another buy there by Nevada, but you cannot buy them in person. They do have to be electronically bought on misho.org, so definitely not the most ideal thing ever, but
Yeah, no, I miss being able to walk up to a game, giving you $10, and continue on. But I'm assuming they do that to kind of keep track of everything, though, nowadays. You know, kind of keep track of seating and everything like that. That probably makes it a little bit easier on them. Definitely a little bit more confusing for those going to watch, though.
Definitely, but you live and you learn a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
this is what I kind of like about wrestling matches. You know, wrestling, it gets a bad rap for being, like, long, boring, and I can see that. I understand that. But you have so many, like, mismatched things. Like, people are running around, hanging out, and then you get a match, then relax, and it's like...
You know, one of the most fun things that you'll ever really go see is, you know, duels and, like, tri-meets are, like, okay. They're, like, fun, but they're not just, like, the most exciting thing you'll go watch. Is tournaments. Tournaments is super fun. There's, 5-6 matches maybe going on at once, if not more.
That's insane.
And, I mean, it's super exciting. There's almost never a dull moment. There's always a match to watch. And, you know, sometimes it gets a little confusing. You tune into one, it's super exciting, but then you lose track of another. And, you know, even as a team, you'll have 2-3 different wrestlers out on different mats at one time. So, you know, as a team, it's super hard to keep track of that stuff as well.
Yeah, that's
It looks like we had a pin on the other side here from whose singlets are these? These are singlets we have not seen. That's Nevada right there.
I think that's their varsity singlets.
The varsity singlets. That is correct. I remember wrestling them last year.
It's just waiting for a match here on the Wreath side.
I wonder if Nevada has that same 126 as last year. Actually, no, I think he was a senior. He graduated. I wrestled him twice last year. Very good wrestler. First time I wrestled him was before I injured my shoulder, and definitely drugged me all through 3 periods. I ended up coming out on top. Super impressive wrestler though. And
awesome job there.
And then after my shoulder injury, unfortunately, he did beat me. I believe second period in district. So that was not exactly the most ideal thing for me. I believe he was a senior, but definitely Nevada has a pretty decent team overall. So.
And as Thanksgiving break is over, we just have 3 weeks left for high schoolers. It's 2 weeks, and then we will have finals week. But our Christmas break will technically start December 19th to January 1st. December 16th will be our last day. So this Friday will be 2 weeks until our last day of school, which I'm definitely looking forward to.
So that definitely means to any of you guys in school, get your homework done.
Yeah, definitely
Because
get
I
your
know
homework
I
done.
need to.
Yeah, it's very easy to get behind. I missed a couple days last week, missed a day last week, and then you have so much homework that you can't get caught up. But you have to get it caught up because it's definitely not easy to get caught up.
Right. I do my first 2 hours of school in person, and then the rest of it is online. So it's definitely easy to, kind of put the online stuff off. Oh, it's fine if it'll be late today. I can do it tomorrow, and then you do the same thing. And I usually do okay with it, but I'd say the past week I slacked off for more than I should have.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks, but give or take.
But yeah, it looks like I'm not sure what we're doing on the other end of the other mat. I don't know if we can get a pen over there, but nothing happening currently on our mat.
Let's see what's going on. Question mark. What's going on the other mat?
We're not allowed to look. Somebody hurt. What?
Looks like we got the score team going on over there. We got Riley Lacey, Coach Walker, and then Mr. Essick as well.
Essick's a great teacher. I have him in art, and definitely seems like a quiet guy, but definitely interesting to talk to.
Definitely a very, very nice guy. Drinks a lot of coffee, man.
Drinks a lot of coffee. Oh my.
Yeah, I will give him that, man. He and Coach Walker on the other side. He's the one in glasses here. Definitely a very good dude. Does he still coach softball?
This year was his last year,
Last year.
unfortunately, yeah, and then he will be retiring here very, very soon.
Has done that for many, many years. And then Riley Lacey is involved in a lot of photography, and she does a lot of stuff, a lot of school activities. Definitely a very nice person here as well.
Yeah. I guess we're just waiting on this other
Match, and we won't be showing it because it's going to have a completely different score, so our scoreboard would be pretty screwed up, but
it's like we're just trying to wait on their score, and
get it figured out and see what we're doing.
Yeah, hopefully here momentarily we can catch some more action and see what's going on. Maybe get some Reed Spring wrestlers back up on board and have some action go there. Especially Varsity. Definitely want to watch the Varsity boys tonight.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if they will let them do Varsity tonight. It might only be JV, because I remember last year we had a tournament, and the first tournament we had was only JV.
Wow.
So that might be the same case scenario here.
Yeah, being a quad meet, it may be a little bit different.
Yeah, possibly.
Looks like we got some more action here.
Looks like we have
Nevada and Logan Rogersville.
Rogersville again as well.
And looks like the Nevada athlete will be on bottom and Logan Rogersville on top. And I do have to say, that is a pretty cool Logan Rogersville singlet. You know, the camo and, ooh, almost a full takedown there.
So, yeah, we've got a lot of movement here, and unfortunately on bottom, not looking so great for Logan Rogersville here. Nevada might have a pretty decent turnout, and basically right now we are waiting on Logan Rogersville and Nevada to finish up, and Reed Spring is going to catch some more matches against Nevada here towards the end afterwards. We're only going to view the rest of this without the scoreboard present, though. And that seems to be appears to be the end of that. We've got some handshakes going on right here, and then we're switching up to Nevada and Reed Spring soon after.
Yeah, it looks like we got some people talking and...
You know, this is definitely one of my favorite things about wrestling. Sportsmanship, respect all across the board from wrestlers. It's very, very rare and uncommon for you to come across a not friendly wrestler, especially out there on the mat. They might not, appear to be the friendliest at the time, but at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, everybody's sitting there talking. Hard feelings are going on. There's losses, there's wins that shouldn't have happened, all sorts of stuff like that. And it's definitely a lot of sportsmanship and respect, though,
That's awesome.
And I've always noticed that more so than any other sport. I've always noticed that from wrestling specifically. In football, there's a little bit of trash talking that goes on, and usually a lot of football players will play their dues of respect as well. Basketball, there's obviously a little bit of that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's not much of that in wrestling, though. You almost never hear anybody trash talk, and it's almost always respectful, and even catch some pointful helpful points and tips from other wrestlers a lot of times.
That's amazing.
It's definitely a great sport for that stuff.
Yeah, because I've definitely noticed that I don't play anymore, but in basketball, you know, it's not really coach, but it's known that, like, when you're playing somebody, you kind of want to get in their head a little bit,
Oh, yeah,
talk with them,
absolutely.
mess with them, push them around. And in this, it's, from what you said, it's very much clean wrestling,
Oh yeah, all the way.
and that's awesome.
It's I would say almost every wrestler would agree with me on this. You don't want to wrestle somebody who's got a hurt arm and just bang against that hurt arm. That's, to you, that doesn't feel fair.
Yeah.
You want to make it as fair as possible. You don't want to try to really, obviously, get in their head, but not by talking. You want to do it while you're out there on the mat in a fair, respectful manner, just the way you're supposed to. Physical wrestling is a big part of it, and as much as it's hated by a lot of wrestlers, it's very respected by them as well.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Got some warm-ups going on here, is what it looks like.
Yeah, from what I was noticing, just as some people were walking by, I think Nevada had a separate bus for their girls team. Their girls team was very
Wow.
big. Yeah, there's a full team, and I didn't realize that it was all for wrestling. And I saw some girls leaving, and I think that the Nevada girls already got their stuff done, so they're packing up and leaving, which completely warranted for them.
I highly doubt they're heading out because, usually most teams will leave and stick around. So maybe they're just kind of packing up their stuff, getting it ready because, they've got nothing else to do at the time.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to get it done and out of the way while you can.
Yeah,
But that's honestly really, really crazy that they have that many females. Totally different bus for it. We're a one bus team. And we could even fit more people on that bus. I don't know how it's this year. It looks like we have some more people playing or doing wrestling, but opposed to last year, we were one bus team, and we didn't even really fill up the whole bus. We could have fit more people in. Oh, and it looks like we had a backflip here, just randomly in the middle of warm-ups.
just a regular old backflip.
We had a pretty crisp old backflip and shot. Now, watching wrestling really makes me wonder how our weight classes are looking this year, especially as for boys specifically. I really wonder who's filling in 126 and who's filling in 132, 138, who's filling in 145, because I'm sure all that's totally changed from last year. Last year I wrestled 126, and this year I would either be a 138 or a 145, and even to be a 138, I would have to drop.
Wow.
And that's just kind of how much it moves every year. 1, 2, maybe even 3 weight classes.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on my laptop, seeing this weight class. There's 1, 2, 3, 14. Yeah, 14 weight classes that you're gonna have to fill. Which, that's insane. I mean, you see 106, that can be filled by Shane, but like.
Well, when you really, really think about it here, 113 to 120, that's only a 7-pound gap. 120 to 126 is a 6-pound gap. But as you get bigger, 182 to 195, what is that, a 13-pound gap? Then 195 to 220, that's a 25-pound gap. And then 220 to 285, that's a 65-pound gap right there. So, as you get bigger, that weight progressively starts expanding outwards as well, and you're going to be wrestling a different variety of weight within, especially that 285, heavyweight weight class.
You're going to have to either really bulk up or drop a ton of weight.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, if you're smack dab in the middle of 240, you can usually hold your own. But it's real rough, especially when there's somebody 45 pounds heavier, just barely made weight at the beginning of your meet day. So, I mean, it's definitely very crazy. Looks like we have, is this Shane wrestling right here? Hopefully. No. Oh, yeah, it is.
Is that Shane?
That is Shane.
Awesome. That's amazing to see.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see something exciting out of this.
Shane's such a good athlete.
Very, very good athlete.
Definitely glad to be able to see him wrestle today.
First match of the day for him.
See, immediately going for the takedown. Has it 2 points there, I think.
And this is going to be back points. He's going to let him go. Unless we already called pin.
Oh my.
We already called pin. That is a 9-second pin from Shane Pearson.
Shane.
You could let it go on for a little bit longer.
Dude.
Man.
It's almost too easy for the dude. Now I understand.
His face stays completely dead too. He's like Terminator, man.
Yep, it's super easy.
Oh, it looks like we have Connor Davis going right here as well.
This could be a fast match too. Connor's a very strong guy, quick, agile, and
hopefully something exciting here from Connor as well.
On arm wrestling.
Oh,
try to throw him down.
We already have on top. Hopefully we can get around and get our 2 points for takedown. That's 2 points right there. That is takedown for Connor Davis.
Doing the roundabout here.
Oh yeah! Wow, that was very fluent. Way to work that around, Connor.
And
hopefully we can pry that back shoulder down.
We're looking for a pin here.
And
was that pin already?
No.
Wow.
That'd be a 29-second pin here. No.
Wow, it was.
Dang, that's insane.
Yeah. Hopefully we continue to see this re-spring. Especially with different wrestlers going out. Connor Davis, his first year in high school wrestling. So that's awesome. Probably that is his first match in high school wrestling, first win. That's
awesome.
Very exciting.
Yeah, amazing to see.
And then can't wait to see all of them move up to varsity eventually as well. And Shane is a varsity wrestler, but you definitely want to get your wrestlers extra matches if you can. So entering them in JV, wearing the JV singlets.
Yeah.
Definitely something you want to do, especially if there's no varsity for the day.
Because he can get a lot more experience.
Oh yeah, and I mean Shane has plenty of experience, and just every time you get on the mat, it's just another thing that helps.
But he can definitely he can try out moves in these JV matches that, if it doesn't work, okay, we'll just grab the giant drunk drawer that we have of stuff that, because Shane will do pretty much anything. And there's Hunter Howell. There's
with a bye right there.
I think we're going to see a Nevada athlete there with another bye. Not exactly able to see the score table, but
It's sitting 24-0. Wolves are winning. So, dang.
Oh, possibly not a bye here.
Maybe not.
Was that Logan Martin I saw walking up?
I think it was, yeah.
And I've noticed a lot, the longer hair is tied in a braid. It's not sitting out
Oh
flowing.
no, you don't want it to get grabbed
Yeah.
and pulled too hard. I believe that is Logan Martin.
That is, yeah, I have.
Also another motocross rider. He beats his body too. Definitely aggressive right off the start right here. I have not seen him wrestle, but I have heard good things about him.
But we do want to be careful here because
I've definitely seen aggressive wrestlers get
Oh yeah, absolutely
beat
caught
back
off guard.
in the waning moments of the last round. You know, you'll see a lot of wrestlers
like-
that.
Looks like we have a fairly experienced and aggressive wrestler on the other side
Yeah,
as well here. Hopefully this is something that Logan can work his way out of.
he's holding his own decently, but he's definitely having to work for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This makes the sport fun. It can be tough and challenging.
Ooh,
Very.
there he is. He's up.
Hopefully we get an escape right here. Oh, not quite. Back to the ground. Right here we need a bridge and a roll out.
He's trying to bridge.
Hopefully we can work our way out of this.
He's
Logan
bridge.
putting up a good fight right there. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Oh,
3 points. I'm not sure what that was for. And another
that
drop.
was back points right there.
Dang.
So, looks like Logan working for another escape. Just get yanked right back down. We gotta work something different. Oh, maybe we're gonna get off lucky right here. Maybe Logan can hold him right there like that.
Ref looking for it. The ref wants it. He knows he's close.
That's pinned right there.
Wow.
Wow, good job,
Logan got real lucky there.
Yeah, definitely good wrestlers on each side of the mat there.
Yeah.
Definitely exciting to see that for Logan though. He's looking for the other coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to go shake their hand. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm on the mat, I get confused too.
Yeah, of course.
Direction gets a little wonky out there, man.
I hear that. It looks like that's Tyler McCracken.
Tyler is a very, very experienced wrestler. Upcoming freshman, has wrestled for a very long time now. Hopefully we see something exciting from him as well. I mean, you can see it already. A lot of coordination and then an aggressive wrestler on the other side. Hopefully something we can work out of right here. Hopefully something Tyler can...
Oh, he's trying to do something with it. And the takedown for Tyler.
It looks like we're working a cradle already. Frontside cradle. Looks like he's trying to slip a chicken wing in right here.
Oh, he almost got the pin there.
If he can
He's
hold him
close.
right here, that's... Ooh, he let that arm go.
Yep, he lost it now.
It's nothing we can't work for again though. That's a reversal right there. No back points, not long enough there. Oh no, we did get some back points. There we go.
Shot there, Ryan Veda.
Hopefully we can see a reversal here from Tyler. His older brother wrestled as well, was a very, very good wrestler. Jacob McCracken last year, graduated last year.
Yeah, we graduated a lot of good athletes.
Unfortunately, we did. We lost Easton Byrne, Evan Wilson, who we mentioned earlier.
And then we also lost Rocky.
Rocky.
Love.
He didn't wrestle his senior year, though.
Oh, dang. That's...
And then we lost Jacob.
Yeah.
And then we also lost Lexi. That's all the wrestlers I believe we lost, though. But, that's a fair amount of wrestlers to lose.
Especially for a really small school here.
Right, absolutely. And they were all very outstanding athletes. So it's something you hate to see. They were very, very good wrestlers, each and every one of them. Really good match so far here from both wrestlers. Tyler seems pretty exhausted already. We have Reed Spring on top here, going into referee's position. Let's hope we don't see a reversal. Working for some sort of turnover right here. Looks like he's sinking in a half possibly with that left arm. Can't really tell what he's doing over there. Oh, looks like he's trying to sink it in with the right arm. I apologize. And this kid on bottom is doing a very, very well job of defending that and holding his elbows in tight so Tyler can't get that snuck up in there though. Oh wow, that was impressive. Tyler was looking a little slow right there. That leaves us tied up 4-4 with Tyler on bottom, unfortunately. Hopefully we can work some points out of this at least. That leaves us with a little over 50 seconds in the second period, I believe. And hopefully with plenty of time for Jacob, or not Jacob, sorry, I was thinking of his older brother here, for Tyler to work with. Oh, looks like Nevada is going to get some back points here. Not something we really want to see. Hopefully we can avoid getting pinned though. It's only got 8 more seconds to stay out of it. Leaves us with 3, 2, 1. And he's going to survive until the third period. That is great news, exciting news there for Tyler. So hopefully we see something good happen in this third period. Hopefully Tyler's not too worn down and can work something good out of it.
Yeah, definitely being an incoming freshman, and it's his first match. He's definitely probably doesn't know conserving energy as well. That
Right.
definitely could be a factor.
And you know, that does become a lot more important in high school. Because in youth, you run into a lot of good wrestlers. Oh, that went the wrong way. Wrong way there.
No.
I hate to see this. This is
Maybe, I don't know.
Jacob actually, I believe, fractured a rib or something of the sorts last year.
Dang.
Or we believed he fractured a rib. Something else ended up happening. Hopefully we're not going to see anything too rough for Tyler here. It's good to see him getting back up so soon.
Maybe just get the wind knocked out of him, but I think
Possibly he definitely landed on his back very hard. What do we have going on here now?
I don't think people realize how bad it is and how much it hurts
In sports, when you get the wind knocked out of you, because
Oh yeah,
your
absolutely.
body, the muscles around your chest are shocked from hitting your back. They're not able to create the negative pressure to pull air in, and that's it does not feel good, and especially in your first match, you'll remember that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Tyler's back.
But and back to what I was saying, you know, going into middle school, you don't run into near as many good wrestlers.
No.
But you know, in youth, you run into a lot of them. So it's kind of it's crazy because you have USA wrestling is what it is, and you're going to wrestle a lot more experienced teams. And then middle school, you don't see very much of that. Get back into high school, you're going to see a lot of this. So it's just.
Ooh, he's looking for the pin on Tyler. He's real close. And
Oh, it looks like Tyler might be able to work it. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, because I think he got the pin there because you see your kids, before middle school, hopefully they're kind of coordinated. They've kind of got
Right.
but then in middle school you're seeing a lot, and there we have Josh Lowe and Preston. Oh, I cannot remember his last name, but
Zach Preston.
Yeah, Zach Preston.
You can remember his first name.
Yeah.
You had his last name.
Yeah, those are a couple of really good athletes. But as you get into middle school, you're growing so much, your body
Yeah.
loses that coordination. So your mind knows what to do, but you can't teach your muscles how to do it. So I feel like that's how, if you, like Shane hasn't grown a lot. Like I think he's been the same height for so long. That is not a dog on Shane. I love Shane.
Oh, yeah.
But he stayed so coordinated because he hasn't grown that much. So his body is so used to doing everything the same. And I think that's what's made him one of the best athletes that Reed Spring's seen.
As well, one of the main things that also goes into it is you're gonna have a lot of people just trying things out in middle school. You're just gonna be like, hey, I want to try wrestling this year, see if it's for me, or maybe parents putting a little pressure there. Hey, maybe you should try wrestling or try some new sports, get out there, and especially going into high school, kind of figure out what your thing is.
Yeah.
And it's just totally a jump because I remember I took a couple years off wrestling a while back. Didn't wrestle 7th grade year, and then 8th grade year I came back to it, and totally just walked through 8th grade year, even after a 3-year break, just totally walked through it. I'm pretty sure I lost one match, and it was to Tanner Davis, pretty experienced wrestler. Definitely had a lot of fun wrestling with him on multiple different occasions, and he goes to Rogersville. And then last year, my freshman year, totally different game, man. Especially being a freshman wrestling varsity.
Yeah.
Even in the 126 weight class, I was running into a lot of juniors, seniors who were still in 126, and it's totally different game. And I didn't do too bad, but it was just a lot harder than middle school. So now what we see here is a lot of kids adapting, a lot of freshmen here adapting to this sophomore, junior, and senior. It's kind of their realm because they already made it through that breaking point of the freshman year where they're kind of getting used to it and everything.
Yeah, I've noticed it's kind of those sports analogies. Like I was watching a boxing documentary, and it's young boxing and prize fighting are they're not even the same sport. And I think the same can be said for middle school and high school wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Middle school wrestling, if you're strong, you can go out, throw a kid down, and pin him, and you're good.
Absolutely.
But here, you're going to get, if you try that, you're going to get hand fighted to death, you're going to get wore down, and you're going to get points racked up on you.
You're gonna have technical people here wrestling, and and it's crazy because you'll see so many people that are just so built, so muscular, and you'll be like, wow, they're gonna walk through this, and then they just get walked on because maybe they rely on their strength too much, don't have that technique down, and that's something that's so particular about wrestling. And if you have both, you're set up for greatness. You're really destined for greatness. And if you learn how to indoctrinate speed into that and execute everything fluently, you are destined for greatness in the sport. Yeah. And even moving forward, maybe into a Olympics for wrestling, or maybe even like MMA type stuff. Because wrestling is the base of everything here. It's the base of jiu-jitsu. It's the base of MMA. It's the base of all that.
Yeah. It's you don't use as much, but like you definitely use in like self-defense classes. You're gonna use a lot of this hand fighting.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because wrestling can be pulled. Because you hear like in high school, oh, you're gonna use this for so much.
Yeah.
But wrestling, this is one of the sports that I think you can pull in your everyday life, not using sports, that you're just gonna use all the time.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we have
I'm not sure who that is.
on bottom here.
A wolf that's Nevada's trying to roll him over. He's got the arm behind him. That's definitely not comfortable to feel, but Opie's got both, and
hopefully this is something we can work out of right here. Wow, that was a quick call in the pin. You know, some refs do that, though, especially at the end of the day when everybody's getting tired.
yeah, that's understandable
But
there.
that was definitely a pretty relatively quick call on that pin.
Yeah. We should only have a few more matches after this. I know that there's a lot of athletes, but yeah, this is just going to be a bye there.
round.
Yeah.
This is probably, I don't even know what weight class. Man, it's been so long since I wrestled. It's only been a year, man.
And looks like we have another bye here by Nevada. And
Dang, you just toss on the headgear, take it off, and
another bye here by Nevada. They're racking up the points. And I hope, as I was about to say, I hope it's not. It's another bye there, and we're definitely getting up in these weight classes.
You know, that definitely sucks to see, though, because, you know, we were just not sitting in a bad position, and now it's 42-30. That puts them 2 pins ahead of us, actually, so that's definitely not something you always want to see. That's kind of back to what we were talking about earlier, you know, sometimes that can suck for the opposing team, and we definitely know what that's like, and, you know, here's an example of us, you know, showing kind of, we know what it feels like. It looks like Damien's going to get a match here. Hopefully we see something exciting happen out of this. The small dude's coming in. It's like we already had Damien working for some good moves. Ooh. Ooh, that throw around we already have.
Come on, Damien.
2
Get
points
it.
for Damien.
He's
Wow.
very aggressive.
Pretty coordinated with his moves. Pretty technical here already. So I'm assuming he has wrestled for a bit.
yeah.
Oh, wait. Wow. Already sunk in a half and got a turnover as well. You know, you can see how he used his hand to pick up that back leg and toss it over for momentum there as well. That definitely helps.
But
You know, that's 6 points right there. That only puts us at a 6-point difference here.
Nice job, Damien. Very nice job. Looks like we'll have another match here just shortly. I saw a Respring athlete just running up, and
Hopefully it's something we can turn up another 6 points out of.
and
And
we'll
it is
turn
gonna
up
be.
6 points.
Wow, too easy.
Yeah, so just like that, we're tied thanks to Damien and that bye. So I'm not sure how many more matches we're gonna have.
I really hope it comes down to like one match and everything's on the line here. Oh nope, that might be the last one.
Dang, yeah.
So
I
that's
guess-
gonna be a tie right there, actually.
So, yeah.
So yeah, nice job everyone. That's a very great job by all of the schools we had: Hollister, Logan, Rogersville, Nevada, and
Our
Reed
home
Spring.
team.
Yeah, obviously. But that will conclude from Jim Holt Court the first wrestling match of the year. We will have a wrestling match the 2nd of February at the Thursday. That will be our last wrestling match that we will stream. That'll be the next one. But if you can't make it, we will not be streaming it, unfortunately. But good luck to the Wolves at the state final game. That'll be all. Good night.
RS Wolves TV thanks you for watching this presentation.